This video is sponsored by Squarespace. From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, build your online presence with Squarespace.
Hey everyone, Ace of Clay here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another sculpting video. But if you're new here, I'm a sculptor and every week I make a new sculpture. So be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos. Today I'm expanding the Mutant universe yet again with another hero character. So this past week in the community tab, I ran a poll to see what kind of video you guys wanted to see from me this week. And the top two answers were you wanted to see another hero character and you wanted me to create another random generator chooses my sculpture video. Well, since those were the two top picks, I decided to combine them and use the random character generator to come up with a new hero character for the Mutant universe. So we're getting the best of both worlds here. And believe it or not, I was really happy with the results the character generator came up with because this guy is perfect for the Mutant universe and I can't wait for you to see him. And of course, just like every other Mutant video that I've done, I will be going into this character's lore and backstory throughout the entire video, so be sure to watch the whole thing so that you don't miss any details. And then before we get started, I just want to invite you to check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm at Ace of Clay, and I would love to see you there. Now without further ado, let's go.
Alright, we are here at conceptstart.net ready to generate our next hero character. So I've got all the features and whatnot selected that I want. Then we're going to hit generate ideas and see who this is going to be. Alright, the gender is male, the age group is a child, personality confident, armament a mask, being a monster, appearance unusual, and a key feature is a large head. Alright, I can already see this turning into something really cool, so I'm excited to get started. Let's head on over to the sculpting table and get this guy going.
Alright, let's get started. Now that we've got all our prompts, we're ready to go. I'm going to start with the armature, and this is going to be a much smaller figurine than you're used to seeing from me because this is a child, so he's just going to be a sort of scaled down version of the other armatures that I normally do. So, and then as always, all of the materials and tools that I use in this video are listed in the description box below, along with my affiliate links if you want to purchase anything. Alright, and then of course I drilled these holes into my wooden plaque and I inserted my armature wire, and we're going to start shaping out the legs and torso. Alright, there we go. We got his little armature figured out. It's funny because I haven't made anything this tiny in a really long time. Now we're going to go ahead and cover him in clay. For this project, I'm using Super Sculpey Original. Bet you didn't see that coming. Alright, now let's go in and add some folds and wrinkles to those shorts. Alright, those shorts are looking pretty good. Let's go ahead, work our way down a little bit and give them some little shoes.
Okay, so after going over all of the prompts from the character generator, I came to the conclusion that these all really work together to create another guide character. And if you don't know what guides are, if you want some more information on them, be sure to check out the first one on my channel, Pumpkinhead, the Rabbit Guide. So for this video, we have a male child who's confident, a monster unusual with a large head, and he wears a mask. Let me introduce you to Otto, the Raccoon Guide. Now, just to recap, within every level of the Mutant universe reside the guides. The guides are a source of good who spend their lives servicing the living and navigating the dark realms of the universe. Once targeted by the entity, the guides' pure hearts withstand the evil unleashed upon them, and instead of being transformed into a mutant, they are safe and become guides instead. They lose their original identity and take on the face of an animal and possess one of its dominant traits. Otto is a child who, when attacked by the entity, actually started to transform due to his young age. His kind heart and innocence prevented the transformation from completing, leaving Otto with 2 large monster horns, but the rest of his body intact. He took the face of the raccoon. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish off that other arm off camera. Alright, now that both of the arms are done, let's give him some hands. Alright, now as a small little prop for his right hand, I'm going to give him a little flashlight. I just want to reinforce it with a toothpick. Not only will this help it not droop, but it will help the different parts stick together. So we got that, and then we just got to add the light bulb part. And then this would be way cooler if I put an LED in it. I totally understand that. Alright, now that I've got that flashlight done, I'm going to attach the hand to it, and then we're going to stick it onto the wire, and hopefully it looks natural. Now I want this wire to go through the hand and the flashlight. So let's see if I can make that happen. And I did! Okay, now before we continue with the rest of the sculpture, let's talk a little bit about the sponsor of today's video. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Whether you're just getting started or you're an established brand, the Squarespace commerce platform supports the way you do business. Whether you're looking to sell products directly or even bill for your services, they've got you covered. Personally, I love Squarespace for their portfolios and galleries. The portfolios are so professional and so beautifully designed that I know they're going to show my work in its best light. And I really like the customizable galleries that I can even password protect for clients. One of my favorite Squarespace features is the ability for me to sync all of my social media content to my homepage, or really any page of my website for that matter. So if all of this sounds good to you and you're ready to start your own website, then head on over to squarespace.com, start a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/aceofclay to save 10% on your first website or domain. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Alright, now that his body is done, I'm going to set it aside and we're going to work on his head. One of the qualities of his head is that it is large, so we're going to make it large. He's going to be wearing a white raccoon mask similar to the rabbit mask that Pumpkinhead wears in my last video. And he's also a monster, so we also have to apply some monster traits to his head. So let's go ahead and get started.
we got that raccoon mask done. Now, because he is a monster, he is going to have been, you know, the entity started to transform him into a mutant, but he didn't finish, so all he's got to show for that is a pair of horns. So we're going to stick those onto his real head right here, and then we're going to bake him and then come back at his hair, and then we can bake him again and then paint. Alright, horn number 1 is on. I'm going to go ahead and figure out this one off camera, and we'll be right back. Alright, both of the horns are on. They're looking pretty good. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a couple cracks across his face, and then we're going to bake this.
Being the raccoon guide, Otto possesses supernatural problem-solving abilities, allowing him to navigate his way out of every possible situation with speed and ease. He is the youngest guide, but don't let his small size fool you. If he has come to protect you, rest assured he will take care of everything. And if you ever see a flicker of light in the distance, but you're not really sure what it is, don't worry, it's probably just his flashlight.
Alright, there we go. His head's on and he's ready to bake. I'll be right back. Alright, now that he's baked and completely cooled down, let's add his hair. I'm going to give him quite a bit of hair, which is why I didn't sculpt ears on him, so we're going to go ahead and add that on now. Okay, now that he's baked and completely cooled down, it's time for paint. All the paints that I'm using are Folk Art brand matte acrylics.
Otto is a playful boy who speaks clearly with a soft, high-pitched, youthful voice that slightly cracks when he gets excited. He's easily distracted, but his protection is strong. He's always genuinely happy to make conversation with you and become your new friend. Otto is one of the few guides that will accompany you throughout your travels without sensing any danger. This is due to his friendly nature and his love for being with others. If he senses danger for someone else, though, he will have to cut things short and swiftly be on his way. To be continued. Again, if you want to hear more information on guides, check out the video for Pumpkinhead the Rabbit Guide on my channel.
And he's done! Otto the Raccoon Guide is complete. Let me know what you think of him in the comments. Again, that character generator could not have come up with a more perfect character because he's a perfect guide. He has all the features that the generator wanted me to add. The mask is what really made me want to make him a guide, and I love that he's a kid. I know a lot of you have been asking for that for a pretty long time, so here we go. I love his story. I love how he turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video just as much as I enjoyed making it. As always, thank you so much for watching and being here. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and then check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Ace of Clay, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.